I've been staring at this image for a few days now, and I think I'm starting to put the clues together. Brawl Stars put this out on their social media, and there's a lot of interesting things to be seen here. First off, there very well may be two big pieces of info that could hint at what's coming next in Brawl Stars. This image depicts a crime scene where a robot by the name of B13 was assassinated. Or was he? You see, this image wants you to believe that the robot has died, but I'm not so sure that he actually did. Let me explain. In this image, you see a ton of references to different brawlers. We've got Griff's tip jar in the refrigerator, Dynamite's dynamite underneath the table, Crow's daggers stuck in the wall, Ash's broom off to the side of the room, like rhyming all over the place here, Stu's tire tracks outside, as well as some curious footprints next to it, Squeak's slime on the ceiling fan, the Snowtail logo on the thermostat. But all of this is staged, and there's one big thing that gives it all away. The tomato sauce. I know. If you look at the tracing of the body on the ground and the tomato sauce, you'll notice that the sauce is actually covering the tracing, as well as there is sauce that has splattered into the middle of the body tracing. Now there's one of two ways that this could have went down. First off, if the robot fell and died and then the tomato sauce spilled, then the splatter marks wouldn't be in the middle of the outline. They would be actually on the robot's body. If the sauce fell first and then the robot fell and died on top of that, then the sauce would be smeared and again, the splatter marks would not be there. But it's not. And yes, I realize that I'm dissecting tomato sauce in an illustration. You know what? I don't feel bad because you're watching it too, so we're in this together. The only way that this sauce looks like it does is if it was spilled after the body was taken away. If there was ever a body there in the first place. I don't think that there actually was. I think that it was all staged. But why? To answer that question, we first need to know who B13 is. Well, B13 has been around for quite some time. He's the sniper bot in Robo Rumble, an avid movie watcher, possibly a cameraman, and even a screenwriter. Now, you just saw some images, and I don't know if you caught it, but there's some pretty curious things in there, so let me point them out for you. First off, let's take a look at this image. We see B13 here, and he's eating some Rico popcorn, which should be like in Rico's body. So, bot cannibalism confirmed? Anyway, we've got Leon and Nita stealing Bull's snacks like every good brother and sister combo do. We've got Crow raining down fire from above and a Count Pingulin poster, as well as a Count Pingula poster that was written by B13 himself. It's chaos, but the real question is, why is B13 wearing 3D glasses to a movie that isn't 3D at all? I mean, no other moviegoer here is wearing them, it's just him. Well, take a look at this Captain Crow image where we see another movie poster. Now, this poster is important, so we'll just put that one in your back pocket because we're going to come back to that one later. But here we have some robots that are like caught in the fire, as well as a B13 bot with his arm completely blown off. And right next to him, yeah, 3D glasses again. In the next image for the Surge Kong skin, we have a robot cameraman filming the action, and once again below him, 3D glasses. Okay, so back to the crime scene so that we can bring all of this together. Now we know that this is B13's house because he's the writer for all these movies, as evidenced from these movie posters. Obviously, he was just starting to write a new movie called Scarface, with a space between Scarf and Ace. Just a second. Now, if you put those two words together, it spells Scarface. Now, this is a reference to a 1980s movie starring Al Pacino where he was a drug lord, he was running a mob. Brawl Stars has referenced Scarface like multiple times throughout the years. In Scarface, one of the most iconic lines from the movie is when Al Pacino yells, "Say hello to my little friend." Say hello to my little friend. It's a great impersonation. Don't worry about it. This is a voice line not only for Jesse,
say hello to my little friend,
but also for Lola.
Say hello to my little friend.
Another further reference is that Lola is seen on this movie poster, which is clearly an homage to the Scarface movie poster. Also in this image, we see B13 watching another movie with someone else, and they're wearing, yeah, you guessed it, 3D glasses. Okay, so we have a staged crime scene, multiple references to the movie Scarface, as well as 3D glasses popping up all over the place. So then, what does it all mean? Well, Here's some theories that I've got just kind of rolling around in my head. Nothing is concrete yet. I haven't it's kind of weird to wrap my brain around it at the moment. I'm getting there, but I'm still watching. First off, a new theme for Brawladays, which we should obviously know Brawladays is coming because in the Squeakbuster Gale picture, you can see off in the corner a box full of Christmas ornaments and Star Park logo on it. Not Brawl Stars, Star Park. More lore may be coming? Possibly. But there could also be a Mobster themed Brawladays, and I think that would be actually a really fun idea. Who knows what they're going to do for Brawladays, but it's always something odd, like pirates, but yeah, I think that a mobster-themed Brawladays would actually be pretty cool. They could have some kind of 50s gang kind of... And this makes some sense to me because I think the police, the Star Bureau of Investigation, the SBI, and the reoccurring mob ties with Scarface, it could be a possibility. Now, I think that the staged death of B13 means that this robot is gone. Well, sort of. I think the robots are coming back, but remodeled. Perhaps we even have some robots that we've never seen before, but then again, what about these 3D glasses that are all over the place? Well, I don't have any footage of it, but a long time ago, it was purely in the dev build, Brawl Stars was messing around with something that they called Crazy Cam. In this mode, you played Brawl Stars in the first-person view. It was pretty wild, and they never really did anything with it further, and it wasn't completely finished or anything. It's kind of weird, but it was actually in the game files. Now, what if they plan on developing this out at some point? I think that's kind of a stretch to think that they're going to do that, but what I think is most probable is the big reveal. Yeah, the robots are going to get remodeled. B13 staged his own death and he's gone away, but he's coming back, newly remodeled, and perhaps he's going to be bringing more bot friends with him. I do feel like there's something going on with these 3D glasses though, although I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know exactly what it is. I'm going to keep looking for clues, but if you guys have any ideas, let me know in the comments down below. Now, as for Brawl Talk and when it's going to happen, well, B13 could also just mean the date of Brawl Talk, the 13th of December, but there is a watch in this picture, and on that, the hands are at 12 and then 7. So perhaps the 7th of December could be the Brawl Talk. However, that's on a Tuesday, and that really wouldn't be normal for Brawl Talks. They're normally on Sundays and Mondays and the weekends and stuff. So I would be surprised if it actually ends up being on the 7th. So I don't think that that's it. I mean, I don't know. None of this is any kind of inside information. This is all pure speculation. But I don't think that the 7th of December is going to be that. So I can't really... I think that the watch is just a watch, and there's nothing to be pulled from that. I think a lot of the other stuff in this image is a little bit more interesting than that, but I don't know, so we'll just have to wait and see. But the things that I want you guys to take a look out for are any more references to any kind of mobs, like mob members, like mobsters, as well as 3D glasses and what that could mean. But I do think that we're going to get some robots that are remodeled and perhaps a mobster-themed Brawladays update. That would be cool. Anyway, so that's going to wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, until next time, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.